dear students, I am Subramaniam, Department of Social Science. In the last class, we learnt about definition of GDP, national income, gross national product, net national product, net domestic product, per capita income, personal income, disposal income. Okay, today we discuss about economics, Unit 1, lesson gross domestic product and its growth and introduction. Okay, now we learnt about gross domestic product, methods of GDP calculating, expenditure approaches, the income approach, value added approach, importance of GDP, limitation of GDP, several important goods and services are left out of the GDP. GDP measures only quantity but not quality. GDP does not tell us about the way income is distributed in the country. The GDP does not tell us about the kind of life people are living. Composition of gross domestic product, primary sector, agricultural sector, secondary sector, industrial sector, tertiary sector, service sector. Contribution of different sectors in GDP of India, sectors wise contribution in GDP of India. Okay, first one, the methods of GDP calculating. Expenditure approach. In this method, the GDP is measured by adding the expenditure on all the final goods and services produced in the country during a specific period. It is known as a expenditure approach. In this method, the GDP is measured by adding the expenditure on all the final goods and services produced in the country during a specific period. It is known as expenditure approach. Okay, students, next time, the income approach. This method looks at GDP from the perspective of the earning of the men and women who are involved in producing the goods and services. The income approach to measuring GDP. Y equal to wages plus rent plus interest plus profit. Okay, students, the income approach means this method looks at GDP from the perspective of the earning of the men and women who are involved in the producing the goods and services. This income approach to measuring is Y equal to wages plus rent plus interest plus profit. Okay, next, value added approach. A cup of tea served to you in a hotel, it is a final goods. Understand, students? A cup of tea served to you in a hotel, a cup of tea is a final goods. Okay, the goods used to produce it, tea powder, milk and sugar are intermediate goods. What are the intermediate goods? Tea powder, milk and sugar. Okay, since they form a part of the final goods, the cup of tea, one way to measure the market value of the cup of tea is to add the value produced by each intermediate goods used to produce it. The sum of the value added by all the intermediate goods used in production gives us the total value of the final goods produced in the economy. Value added approach. Tea powder, milk, sugar equal to tea. The intermediate goods equal to final goods. Okay, students. Importance of the GDP. Study of economic growth. Second one, problem of inflation and deflation. Inflation பண வீக்கம். And third one, the comparison with developed countries of the world. Fourth one, estimate the purchasing power. Fifth one, study of public sector. Sixth one, guide to economic planning. It is a importance of the GDP. Next one, limitation of GDP. Several important goods and services are left out of the GDP. I mean, the GDP includes only the goods and services sold in the market. The GDP includes only the goods and services sold in the market. The services provided by parents to their children. The services provided by parents to their children is very important, but it is not included in the GDP because it is not sold in the market. Understand, students? The service provided by parents to their children is very important, but it is not included in the GDP because it is not sold in the market. Likewise, clean air, which is vital for a health life. Likewise, the clean air, which is vital for a healthy life, has no market value and is left out of the GDP. Okay, students, next time, GDP measures only quantity but no quality. In the 1970s, schools and banks did not permit the use of the ballpoint pens. This is because the one available in India were of very poor quality. Since then, not only has there been a substantial increase in the quantity of ballpoint pens produced in India, but their quality has also improved a lot now. Also improved now a lot. The improvement in quality of goods is very important, but it is not captured by the GDP. Okay, next one. The GDP does not tell us about the way income is distributed in the country. The GDP of a country may be growing rapidly. Now, the GDP of a country may be growing rapidly, but income may be distributed so unequally that only a small percentage of people may be benefiting from. Understand, students? The GDP of a country may be growing rapidly, but income may be distributed so unequally that only a small percentage of people may be benefiting from it. Okay, students, the GDP does not tell us about the kind of life people are living. A high level of per capita, real GDP can go hand in hand with very low health condition of people, an undemocratic political system, high population and suicide rate. Understand, students? The high level of the per capita real GDP can go hand in hand. Next one, the composition of gross domestic product. Indian economy is broadly divided into three sectors. Indian economy is broadly divided into three sectors: primary sector, secondary sector, tertiary sector. Primary sector means agricultural sector. Secondary sector means industrial sector. Tertiary sector means service sector. Okay, primary sector. Agriculture sector is known as primary sector, in which agricultural operations are undertaken agriculture based allied activities, production of raw materials such as cattle farm. fishing, mining, forestry, coal, etc. are also undertaken. Understand, students? Next, the secondary sector. Industrial sector is secondary sector. Industrial sector is secondary sector, in which the goods and commodities are produced by transporting the raw materials. Understand, students? The industrial sector is secondary sectors, in which the goods and commodities are produced by transforming the raw materials. Okay. The important industries are iron and steel industry, cotton textile industry, jute industry, sugar industry, cement industry, paper industry, petrochemicals and automobile industry, and other small scale industries. These are secondary sector. Next, tertiary sector, service sector. Tertiary sector is known as service sector, which includes government, scientific research, transport, roadways, railways, airways. These are transport communication. Third, postal and telegraph, banking, education, entertainment, health care, and information technology, etc. etc. In the 20th century, economists began to suggest that traditional tertiary sectors, in the 20th century, economists began to suggest that traditional tertiary services could be further distinguished from quaternary, fourth, and quinary, fifth service sector. The distinguished from the quaternary and the quinary service sectors. Next one, contribution of different sectors in GDP of India. Service sector is the largest sector of India. Cross value added at current price for services sector is estimated at 92.2 lakh crore in 2018 and 19. Sector wise contribution in GDP of India. Agriculture, year 1950 to 50 to 51 in agriculture sector percentage 51.81%. 1960 to 61 in agriculture sector 42.65. 1970 to 71 agriculture sector 41.95. In 1980 to 81 35.239. 1990 to 91 29.02. 2000 to 2001 23.02. 2010 to 11 18.21%. 2011 and 12 17.86. 2012 to 13 17.52. 2013 to 14 18.20. 2015 17.7. 2016 17.0. 2017 to 18 17.1. In the industrial sector, 1950 14, 1960 19.30, 1970 20.48, 1980 24.29, 1990 26.49, 2000 to 2001 26 percentage, 2010 to 11 27 percentage, 2011 27 percentage, 2012 to 13 26.21, 2013 to 14 24.77, 2015 to 16 29.08, 2016 to 17 29.03, 2017 to 18 29.1. And service sector 1950 33%, and next academic next 10 years back 38%, 1970 37, 1980 29%, 2000 50%, 2010 54%, 2011 54, 2012 to 13 56, 2015 52.5%, 2017 to 18 53.09. Okay students, India is second largest producer of agricultural products. India is second largest producer of the agricultural product. India accounts for 7.39% of total global agricultural output. Okay, in industrial sector, India's world rank 8th. In service sector, India's world rank. In industrial sector, India's world rank is 8th. Understand? In industrial sector, India's world rank is 8th. In service sector, India's world rank is 6th. Okay students, and next one, the importance points of this. Okay, important points of this topic. The methods of the GDP calculating: expenditure approaches, income approach, value added approach. The importance of the GDP, the study of economic growth, problem of inflation and deflation. And primary sector. Primary sector means agriculture sector is known as primary sector. Secondary sector means secondary sector. Industrial sector is secondary sector. Industrial sector is secondary sector. Tertiary sector. Tertiary sector is known as the service sector. Okay students, thank you for watching.